So when I started learning abilities, I wanted to make sure I went to school to these meetings. So there's what we call an ETR meeting, which stands for Evaluation Team Report. When a parent believes that their child is having a learning challenge, they will write the school and ask for an evaluation. This evaluation, there's about maybe 10 tests the school can do to see if your child has a learning disability. And then that leads to creating an individualized education plan, an IEP. So for me, when I started my business, I wanted to make sure that parents went to those meetings feeling support. When I went to my daughter's first ETR meeting, Evaluation Team Report meeting, there were like 8 people around the table, and it was just little old me coming into a room with people I thought were experts, not realizing that I was actually her expert because I knew her. She's my child. And those meetings were intimidating. They were frustrating sometimes. No parent wants to hear that their child is below everyone in their grade level. So that was a process, an emotional process for me. And what made me start learning abilities, I left the ETR meeting, I got in my car and I cried. And then I called my grandmother, who's a Southern Belle, and I called her around the time that Price is Right was on. Now, anybody know their grandparents? You don't call during the Price is Right?
Not right.
What a story.
Not General Hospital.
Young and the Restless.
No, not doing soap operas.
And so I'm in the car, I'm frantic, I'm angry, I'm sad, I'm hurt, and I call her. And I'm crying. And so she let me cry for about 2 or 3 minutes. And then finally she says, so listen, baby, you know you call me when the Price is Right is on, right?
First off.
And I was like, wait, looking at the time because I'm in Ohio, she's in Texas, so I'm an hour difference. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, so I'm going to go ahead and say this to you real quick because I'm trying to finish off my show. And then, the Young and the Restless comes on. Then General, I won't be talking to you for a little while, so I want you to have a little something to go off of. And I was like, yes, dear. And she was like, either you're going to keep crying about it or you're going to do something about it. You're going to have to make a choice. And I love you, but crying about it ain't going to do nothing to help her. So I'm going to need you to make a choice. And be okay with the choice that you need to make. And then she said, I'll call you later. Real later. But I'm going to call you. I love you. And hung up the phone.
And all that don't finish until about 5 in the evening.
You can forget it. I done cried, slept, took a nap, ate. I'm done. I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
But it was what I needed to start fighting for her. So learning abilities, we provide in-person advocacy. I will go with you to your child's meetings. I will sit with you. I will explain the process. I will make sure your voice is being heard in those meetings. I also review or help the school create your child's individual education plan, the IEP, or provide you with accommodations if you use the 504 plan. And so the difference between an IEP and a 504 is that an IEP provides specialized instruction from grades K through 12. A 504 provides accommodation so the student can access the material. Now, both plans will have accommodations, but a 504, all you need is a diagnosis. So it could be diabetes, it could be ADHD, that's all you need. And you really don't have to have an evaluation because the child is learning the material, but can use extended time to get the test done or extended time for homework. So that's the big difference between the two. And I will sit with your child, ask your child questions. We will work on the learning style so that we can create accommodations that work for your child. I think a lot of our parents need to know that they're not alone in this journey.